Hello, fellas. How are you? Yep, yep. Hi, guys. Yep, it's me again. Basically, it's me. What's up? I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, this thing with Luis and Sammy is quite the melodrama. But like I said before, I am not getting involved in that. That's them. That's them. I don't want to be involved in it. Mm, I mean, as far as that go, he's a cool person and all that, but I don't see myself getting involved in that. It's not something I want to do. Hey, what's going on, Mike? Michael, sorry about that. And I have a friend named Michael, and we call him Mike. Whenever whenever we slip up, we call him Mike. We don't mean to. It's not out of disrespect or anything. It's just, you know, a little nickname we gave him. You know, he just had one of those dads that when every time he got in trouble and you heard his full name, you knew he was in something. Hey, man, I'm saying, but you know, I had a talk with Colin, today, and he said that the people who did that isn't part of the, you know, his part of his inner circle. But when I check the chats, their names are up there. You know, you know, led by his girlfriend. You know what I mean, Michael? His girlfriend. But yet still, to them, they did nothing wrong. You know, I don't understand that myself. I was always taught that if you didn't want bad things done to you, you shouldn't do bad to other people. That's just it. You should not be all willy nilly, huh? Yeah, and he says it never happened, but I know it did. I do know it did because I was there. You know, led by his girlfriend. You know what I mean? And then they contacted me and they're laughing like it doesn't mean anything. Yeah, it does. Actually, No, I'm not. I'm not gonna watch his video. I'm still kind of peeved, that they did that kind of thing, and that they, that, that it happened in the first place. It's just weird, and just to try to give himself plausible deniability, he says that they're not part of his inner circle. You know, but you know what though? Hey, it doesn't matter because I'm still here. I'm still here, Michael. I'm still kicking. They're not gonna stop the old Green Ranger. Too man, I'm just too much there. They're not gonna stop me from doing what I need to do, doing what I know is right. And that's spreading the positivity, man. That's being a positive person. You know what I'm saying? Being, but all in all, tonight was a great. Tonight is a great night, man. And I say, you know, if you did anything good today, that's positive, or you did something for somebody, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. It's a good thing. And I don't want to be one of those people who are so wrapped up in the hate, anger, and stuff that I forget to enjoy stuff like having good days, just being alive. You know what I'm saying? Just being alive and being able to say, look, man, how you doing? I know the day is kind of a bummy, day for you, but still perk up, man. You gotta perk up. You gotta embrace the day, man. Make it yours. Do something positive with it. You know, that's the type of thing. That's all I'm trying to say. Do something positive with the day. You know, go go hang out with your best bud or something. Your best, I mean, your girl or something. That's something I would do. My girl lived in the same state. I'd go hang out with her all day. You know, just to do something fun. I'd take her shopping. Go to a coffee shop, have coffee. You know, hey, hey, cool kid Ayush, what's up, man? How are you? I thank God for giving me a blessed. Yes, I do, man. I do thank God for giving me a blessed day, partner. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I do think that. Never think that I don't thank God for waking me up every morning, man, and for making sure I sleep good every night. Know what I'm saying? Never, never think that I don't thank God for that. You know, because it's a wonderful thing, man. It's a wonderful thing. That's what I'm saying. Hey, what's going on, cool kid? I use. Hey, yeah, I know. But what I'm saying is, man, it's a wonderful thing, man. These kids are so wrapped up in their hate that they forget to enjoy the day, man. You gotta embrace that, enjoy it. You know, get a bunch of your best friends and you guys go hang out at a coffee shop, drink coffee and talk about stuff, or get a book club together, or like a movie club where you guys sit together and watch, get together and watch movies, in the same place. Even if you can't be in the same place, you can have like a virtual movie club where you guys can talk about your movies, the movies you've seen, the movies that you have in common and stuff. I mean, hell, I do it. I do it all the time. It's like a cool. Hey Brady, I didn't see you there. My bad, man. How you doing? But it's like that's what I do. When I come on here, I want to talk to you guys about movies and stuff. How your day is going. I mean, that's all I want to do is just try to converse with you guys and try to make friends with you guys. I mean, hell, you don't know me. I don't know you, but I want to make it so that we're cool, we're buds. We can converse on that level and just you know find a common ground. That's all I want to do is find a common ground. I mean, with them. I mean, that's all I want to do because it's like, I mean, why consume yourself with hate? I mean, life is just too precious a thing, you know, to be hating someone. I mean, to be like literally hating. Hate usually turns to violence, and the way I see it, life is a gift. It's been gifted to you. It's been given to you. It is not yours to take. You cannot give life, so you don't have a right to take it. You know, but we all need to spread that positivity. You know, that's what I come here for. To spread the joy. You know what I'm saying? That's all I come here to do. Spread the joy. You know, let people know that well, some people out there they might feel alone or something. They might feel alone, and I come here to say, look, you know, hey, hey, man, don't worry about it. Hey, man, I'm always with you. Remember, man, ride or die, man. We ride together like that. That's all I'm saying, man. But what I'm saying to the people, you don't know the person that you're hating. You don't take the time to know that person. Spread the positivity, man. Accentuate the positive. That's all I'm saying. Spread the love. You know, do what you do what you have to do. Make them instead of making an enemy, make a new friend. That's what my mom used to tell me. If you make a new friend every day, you know, you'll be better. You'll be a better person because then you'd have been learned something new through your friends. You learn something new every day. You know. But my mom used to always tell me, better an honest enemy than a false friend. But then what you do is if you choose wisely, a man is often judged by the company that he keeps. You know, and through those actions, it shows what kind of man he is and what kind of company they are. You know, like when they did that, when they came in the live stream and they disrespected me and you know, I feel as though not only was I disrespected, but the people in the stream was disrespected. The people I was talking to, the good people that, give me their time, to get to know me better, you know, they was disrespected. So in that, in that, you know, I hope they didn't judge me harshly because I ended the stream because number one, although I may not be able to tell, I know I have young viewers out there, young listeners and stuff like that. They may not comment, but I know they're out there. And I do not want them to embrace that jaded, negative stereotype that the rising army or those people that used to be affiliated with said organization chooses to spread throughout this platform. You have to you have to not embrace that. That's a lesson that number one, you don't want to embrace. Number two, you really it's like you don't really want to embrace it, but then you don't really want to, you don't want to follow the narrative. You don't want to follow that rigid narrative of I'm gonna hate this guy because I don't know him, and you know, I think he's creepy, even though I don't know him. That sort of thing. That's the same rigid stereotypes that start wars like the Korean conflict, World Wars One and Two, Desert Storm. Countless other wars. You know, it's just it's just stupid. You know, you don't know the you don't know the people you're hating. That's the thing. You're fighting a war against someone you don't know. That's why I say instead of doing that stupid stuff, just it's just be positive, man. Spread the positive thing. You know. And as for that thing of drama between you know said people, you know, and a certain person. I'm not going to mention his name, you know, but as for that, I'm not involved in that. I'm not taking sides, but I do know this. Like I said again, a man is judged by the company that he keeps, but not only by the company, but the actions he chooses to take while keeping that company. You know, be it good or bad, we're all here on the same planet. You know, we're all trying to learn. We're all trying to learn life. We're all trying to learn our life's lesson. You know, what say we just, be positive, and not hate each other and not fight each other. You know, we all should take time to get to know each other, learn from each other, and just say, look, look. I know I don't know you, but look, man, you just walk. It only takes a few seconds to say, "Hi, my name is Randy. How you doing, man? What's your name, man? Hey, you know around here? Yeah, let me help you. Do you need help or something? Yeah." In those few precious seconds, it only takes a few precious seconds to do something good, you know? But yeah, that's a cogent point too. Why do we attack each other instead of helping each other? That's one thing I don't get. We're all here to have fun. We make our content. We talk to our we don't I don't call them fans, I call them my friends. That's what I call them. I don't call them my viewers, I call them my friends. If they wanna talk to me, they can do it through the chat or, such. I don't mind, you know, if they wanna, further converse with me. I mean, hey, it's like that. It does take a long time to get someone to get to know someone. If you give them, yeah, it does take a long time. But then, hey, my mom always says that through patience and perseverance comes wisdom, and through wisdom comes rewards. That's what my mother always said. She said that to me when I was a boy. I still believe it to this day. You know, that's what you have to do. It's like anything else. You have to take time to know people. You can't live by a rigid narrative. I mean, you know what I mean, Mike. I mean, you can't live by a rigid narrative. If you do, then life will be so bland, and you'll never be able to experience it fully because you would have narrowed your view so much to the point where you don't get to really know the people around you. You know, I mean, this forum is new to me. I don't know it. It doesn't know me, but I'm trying. You know, I may struggle along the way, but I'm learning. That's the thing. That's all I'm saying. I'm learning, and people do get wrapped up in hate. They shouldn't, but they do. You know, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna blow no smoke up nobody's tailpipe. But I'm just gonna tell you, people do have hate, and when they do, I don't know either. That's what I mean. That is a simple but cogent uh point. Who are other people to dictate to you who you can be friends with, who you can associate yourself with? I don't get that. You know, I really can't get that. I don't get it. But then, hey, at the end of the day, those type of people, they usually end up lonely people. Why? Because they don't get the time to know the people that they hate so much. That's what I mean. They don't get the time to know that. I mean, I'm gonna tell you like this. When I'm gonna tell you like this. When the Rising Army first started out, it started out as everybody got together. And we were all friends, and we talked about stuff, on the internet. It was always a fun thing for me, you know. But now I look back on it, and I'm thinking to myself, what the hell was I into? When I look at all the things that they've done thus, when I look at the things they've done so far, I'm thinking, what the hell was I into? You know? But the thing is, Michael, I took the time to try to get to know them, to talk to them, you know, I tried to be there for them, you know? What happened? What happened? They rated my live stream and stuff. It was like, we're gonna do this. They not only rated it, but they dislike bombed me and everything. I mean, my it's like I took a note. It's like my broadcast meter is taking a slow but sure dive. I'm losing people by the day. And, but that's all fair, well, and good. Because you know what? At the end of the day, I'm a good person. As far as that, I'm a good person. And, and nothing's going to dissuade my opinion about myself, you know, because I just put so apt. You don't take the time to know me. That's your loss. Because, we all learn from each other. All of us. We're not just put on this earth to just to, hate each other and, fight each other. You know, if you look back to this world's history, um, the United States, for example, this world, this country is steeped in blood, steeped in blood. You might as well say through all of our barbaric acts and our killing each other, all we ever found was new ways to kill each other. Instead of helping. You know, if we really wanted to help each other, like the way we claim, we do what we need to do and just call it a day. But what I'm saying is, dude, at the end of the day, all when we're not on here, all we have is us. You know, that's why I started watching you, man, because out of all the YouTubers that I know, I mean, you shoot from the hip, but you always shoot straight. That's the thing. You shoot straight, and that's the narrative. That's the very narrative behind what I'm doing. The Green Ranger may just be a how shall we say a character from a children's TV show, but he's more than that. He's more than that. What I do is I use him as a positive narrative. You know, I use him as a positive narrative. You know, because on the show, the Green Ranger has untold power, but does he use it to hurt his friends? No, he doesn't. He uses it to help his friends. And anybody that he knows they need help, he'll help them. And that's all I try to do for people. But then, I mean, you may look at your screen and see just a character from a children's TV show, but it's more than that. I mean, it's more than that. I mean, you. I mean, his narrative was so strong that even though he left the show, what his character stood for lasted. You know, it lasted into the next incarnation. You know, even when he became the White Ranger. You know, his kanji, the kanji on his uniform denoted honor, goodness, integrity. You know, truth, and that's what made up the White Ranger. Purity of soul. You know, his power coin was made from the strength and the virtue carried within his own soul, his own being. So, and that's the White Ranger. That's the White Ranger. But the Green Ranger also embodied similar, attributes. And in short, you know, and this goes to anybody. I don't care who, you know, can hate me after this or whatever, but it's true. It may be a TV show, but in these children's TV shows, taught us a lesson. You know, treat others how you want to be treated. That's all I'm saying. You treat others how you want to be treated, you know, and that's what you do. And hey, you know, life will all pan out if we all treat each other with the respect that we're supposed to. I mean, why treat each other with disrespect? I mean, it makes no real sense, does it? I mean, like, come on, why do it? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, it doesn't make sense. I mean, you don't. I mean, you can't even quantify how many times I was on this platform and saw nothing but negativity and this person calling that person a name and this person going back and forth with that person. I mean, why? It was like being in a virtual romper room with a bunch of rowdy kids. But still, but still, through that we learn. Through that we grow. You know, it's like it's like what you were saying, Michael. You don't take sides, neither do I. I try to stay out of it as much as I can. You know, but you can't. But all I'm gonna do right now is through my, you know, I'm gonna try to do, you know, not only the things that you know he tried to do, but I'm gonna try to, try to talk to people and tell them, look, don't do this, don't do this. I mean, you may see, a, well, basically, you may see a child's, you know, uh, actor from a child's TV series on your screen, but know that what he stood for was real. I mean, look at the Lone Ranger. He wore a mask. He carried six guns. He never killed people. Never. He never killed people. I mean, look at the Green Ranger. He has untold power, but he never killed anybody. And if he had to fight you, he always tempered his force, the force he used, with mercy. He always had respect for human life. He would never willingly hurt another person because That's the kind of person the Green Ranger was. But that's also the kind of person that the actor behind the Green Ranger is. He never hurt anybody, even even though he teaches martial arts to children. You know, and I've actually seen this for myself. I went to a dojo one day and kind of looked around. Kind of sat outside and watched a guy giving a lesson to a teenage boy. This boy couldn't have been no more than about 16. You know, the boy was having trouble. With the door. Executing a lesson how the teacher wanted him to do it, but This guy not only took the time to teach the kid, show him, his mistakes, execute a lesson. He took he took the time, the very time of the class, to go back over the lessons with everybody to make sure that they were, on point with it. You know, and yeah, some things that people do are kind of disappointed to me because I I did think that you know these people, these friends of mine, shall we say, these friends, you know, I always thought that friends are supposed to have your good and friends are supposed to have your best interest at heart. They're supposed to inspire you to do your best. But these people, so thus far, they only succeeded in bringing out the negative aspect of just being me. But it's I don't know. I really can't say about those people, but I can tell you about me. Not the type of person to do stuff like attack somebody for no reason. You know, takes more courage to walk away and not attack somebody. Really, it does. Takes a lot of courage to just walk away. I mean, really, why would you even bother? But then it's like that. You know, I don't. It's like I don't seek to, you know, argue with anybody. I don't seek to engage anybody in combat or anything like that. It's just when you do things that you know you shouldn't do. I, like the like the when you do things you shouldn't do, I will hold you accountable for it. That's the thing. People say, "Well, that's not right. That's not right. You shouldn't. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't hold him responsible for the things he do." No, I should because as a YouTuber with 1,000 or more fans, I do hold you responsible for what they do because you set the narrative. You know, you know, these were once your people that came into my stream and disrespected everything. So I do hold you responsible, not responsible as to leading them or the ringleader, but I do hold you responsible because the things that we do on this forum influence other people as to what they're going to do next. And I noticed that. And whether you know it or not, deep in your heart, you know you're responsible. You just don't want to admit it to yourself. So, in that, if you wanna like hate me after this, so be it. I'm just shedding a little light on the problem, and I'm not gonna blow smoke up nobody. I'm not gonna candy coat it like other people might. You know, I'm gonna shoot you straight because I know that's what the Green Ranger would do. I'm gonna shoot you straight. We are responsible for the things we do on this forum. We are responsible for the things we say. We are responsible for what the kids do. for what they do after they watch us on here. We are responsible. So, like I say again, temper your words with mercy and tact. You know, that's all I'm saying. And those individuals who showed me no respect in my previous streams, I'm just gonna say like this. I mean you no malice. I mean you no harm. Hell, I wish you to have a happy life. Hell, I have your best interest at heart. Even though you did do me a wrong and a disservice, I have nothing but your good and well-being at heart. So, you know, as to them, you know, as to them, I just say like this. I just say like this. Your people, your fans, as you call them, I don't call them fans. I call them my friends. They're not my fans. They don't follow me around looking for autographs or whatever. They're not my fans or whatever. They're friends. At least I view them as friends. I mean, hell, Michael Jr. is not a fan. He's a friend. Very valued friend. You know, gives me information. He helps me. You know, he inspires me. You know, it's times I've thought about quitting. Really, it's times I thought about quitting. But then after talking to Mike, yo, why should I? You know, it's I don't know. But what I'm saying is we should all just try to get along with each other and just try to make it so that we do things, that don't hurt each other. We do things that we care. We try to have our friends' best interest at heart. We try to keep them out of trouble. But you know what? I mean, those of you who, as I see from my board, as you know, the 4 likes. That's pretty cool. I like that. You know, the dislike say I wouldn't be doing anything. I wouldn't be doing anything wrong to get a dislike. But you know what? Dislikes are a part of life, just like likes. You know, you can hate me, you can like me. I mean, but that's your choice. All I'm saying is the Rising Army is made up of people. Some of these people are, well, kind of like children. Children are going to go toward the strong narrative. And the strong narrative in the Rising Army now is evil, straight up evil, straight up evil. And that's just wrong. We need to set a positive example and just, nip this stuff in the bud. Don't let these kids turn out to be hateful individuals, who don't care about other people. you're laying in your bed tonight and you're thinking about stuff, think about this. Think about this. Do I really want to get up in the morning and hate this guy? Why? Because I don't like him, because of the way he looks, he's a different color. Do I really want to do that? Do I really want to be the? Do I really want to be the? The racist hater guy, or do I want to be a good guy today? Spread the positive. Basically, just do what I'm supposed to do, what I'm meant to do. Just do that. But that's totally the way I see it. That's totally up to you. You know, that's totally up to you whether you want to do that or not. But the way I also, the way I also see it is, mm, the way I see it for, you know, it's just, I know it's to laugh at, but it's not to really laugh at, because I don't think that ruining somebody's, a thing that somebody's trying to do, a positive thing, I don't think that's a joke. I really don't. I think it's sad, and I think it's demeaning that they would do that. I really do. And as far as I know, you know, those people who did that, you know, I don't think I should. I think I should just not be bothered. You know, it takes. It only takes a few minutes to perform a kind act, but It only takes a few minutes to hate somebody, but it takes a lifetime to show a person kind. You know, but people don't see it my way, and I can't make you see it my way. So all I can do is just hope that you see this broadcast and come around, and you know, it's up. That's it. You know, that's all I can do. But I can't make you see. I can't make you do anything. The only thing I can do is suggest that that you think about things that you do. Temper your acts with judgment and, good judgment and mercy, and just know that, you know that I'm your friend. I wouldn't do anything that'll hurt you. But at the same time, I don't want you to come here and just muck up what I'm trying to do, because one, you're trying to impress your friends. Your friends, I could see that. Trying to impress your friends, trying to be all cold hearted, big, you're trying to be Mr. Cool Guy, whatever. You can do that, and, you know, that's all I'm saying. But you can do that. But a cool guy is also kind too. Cool guy is also nice. I give you a simple example. The Green Ranger, the actor behind the Green Ranger, Jason David Frank. Um, one night, him and his daughter, um, And he told this story on what is it, Instagram. Him and his daughter, they went to a signing for the Power Rangers video game, and I I kind of like I like what he did as far as that, because it was a kind act. It wasn't so he could make money. It wasn't so he could get profits or whatever. He did this because he's a kind guy. You know, he did this because he's a kind guy. And what he did was he said, "Look," he told this little girl. He walked over to her and he took the time. He gave her a hug. He said, "Look," he said, "Honey, it's not that." What he said, "What's the problem? I can help you." You know, he just simply explained to her. He says he says I'm an actor, you know, but through my character I try to spread positivity, you know, and I try to help people, you know. The little girl was one of his was one of his fans, you know, and I like what his daughter did actually. Jenna took the time. She also took the time and she said, don't she stayed with the little girl, and she said, "Look, she said, look, my dad is a good guy, and he'll help you. He'll help you if he can. Make no mistake, he will help you if he can." And he did just that. You know, he took the little girl and he told her, he said, "Look," he said, "I'm gonna do this for you, only for you, because you know you're a good person. I see that, you know, and You know, I want you to know that there's still good people in this world. I don't want you to grow up with a jaded outlook on life. I want you to grow up to be happy. You know, in those kind acts that he performed at that children's restaurant, that he was at, he did. You know, he lived up to everything his character stood for. He basically signed comic books. He gave out action figures. He gave the little girl a set of action figures. They were his action figures, him in every Ranger form, signed by him, in his own hand. There's no printed signature on these. They're signed by him personally. He says, "Look, these are yours," right? He says, "These are yours." And he says, "What I want you to do is," he says, when you go home, with your parents, you know, and you're feeling like, you're kind of having a rough day, I want you to take these action figures. I want you to play with them, enjoy them, be a kid, you know. And then that little act of kindness, that one little act of kindness, is something that I won't ever forget, you know, because that's what inspired me to use the icon. You know, I'm gonna I'm gonna try to do what he does. Not the acting, but I'm gonna try to be like that. Not not gonna be a hater on this platform. I'm not gonna be one of them people who goes in other people's streams and just wreaks havoc and destruction or whatever. I'm just gonna be me. You know, I'm just gonna be me. That's all I can be. Just me. And and I hope that when you guys watch these live streams, I hope you do, and I hope you take something from them. You take that narrative that you can be kind, you can be cool without the hate. You know, just take that time. Be kind. Always have a kind word for people. You know, mm, it's been times that you know, it's been times that sometimes I actually thought about just hanging it up, erasing the program that StreamYard is. Oh, I learned my lesson about that. I learned my lesson about that. I never send the link out because you never know who else is going to get it. Uh. But I'm just saying, an act of kindness goes a long way. And being as though you know, as I look at my board, it's a steady decline. But you know what? Even the best people in history were hated. You know, it's it's a you know, I must be doing something right if they dislike me so much. I must be doing something really right. But I'm gonna go and you know, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna let you guys go about your lives. And I want you to all have a good night. You know, oh, wow. And I want you to have, want you to be basically, I want you to do basically have a good night, get some rest, get some good rest, wake up with a good outlook on life, and chill out. And I just don't want to do it. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna send the link out anymore to people because of that one instance, you know. But I will do you a favor, is to say you guys are good people, but in that I can literally walk away from you and just say, you know, I can literally walk away and just keep my dignity intact and just leave it at that because, and yes, I did not forget about what happened. No, I did not forget it. And the main thing is, that's what stops me from guesting people. You know, no, I will not guest people on the live stream anymore because I feel as though when you guest people, they should have respect for the host, and they didn't. So in that, you know, I can just say, you know, and this is no joke about this because the hate needs to stop. And, the names I was called yesterday was uncalled for. The names I'm being called constant online is uncalled for. Hate I'm receiving online is very uncalled, you know. But those individuals choose to, they choose to strike at me, because why? Because I'm one of the one person that you come across in your life that will tell you the truth. I'll shoot you straight, and you can't take it, you know. But in that, you know, but so on. But like I said, until these people, you know, decide that they want to act like people, you know, and not like vicious animals, out for prey. I don't want anything to do with them. None of them. And then that, I can also say, I'm done. I'm done with the whole rising army. I'm done with the Soviet thing. I'm just done with it, you know, completely. Because it's not cool. It's not right. It's, it's nothing but a mob of angry people. I don't want to be, I don't want to be attacking anybody for no good reason or attacking anybody at all, really. But, but if the rising army is pulling these type of things, then it's obvious that they're not the good people I thought they were. You know, but you gotta realize that when you do things like that, what happened in my stream, it's also recorded too. When you do things like that in my stream, you know, yeah, it's recorded, you know, and basically, yeah, yeah, well, I don't really want to see any photos right now because such as it is, no, it's just like that. So let me get off of here, and I wish you guys a good night. And Terry, you have a good night too. Get plenty of sleep. You know, and just basically wake up tomorrow, have a great day, and I wish you well. And the rest of you guys too, in the Rising Army, you know, you guys, I wish you well too. And I'll leave it at that. So long.